Hey, what is up guys? Guitar Rock here. Welcome back to another Neural Cloud video. Alright, so new update just kicked in earlier today, at least for me. I'm not sure if there's different time zones for the updates, but if you go to the mailbox, they did open up the new stage chapter 5, right? So I haven't completed chapter 4-15 yet. You need to complete that to be able to go to the next sector. So this is the one that they just released alongside a new sector, Pierrites. I think that's how you pronounce it. Alongside with that, we also have one more new pass, which is Magracia pass right here. So let's talk about today's video. We're gonna check out some of the low rarity characters and tell you guys who you might want to start working on, because I've been looking around, checking some guides, following some advice from some veteran players. But first, a quick shout out to the sponsor of this video, BlueStacks. BlueStacks is an Android emulator that allows you to play any Android iOS games on PC. So Neural Cloud is also one of the official app that is supported by BlueStacks. It's blazing fast. I'll have my referral link in the description below, so you guys can click on it if you are interested in it. Feel free to check it out. Now, big shout out to Claystar Celeste from Twitter. There's this very good doc right here. I'm going to have a link in the description below as well. So we're going to be referencing this particular document. Very good and detailed. Plenty of good things that you guys can learn from this particular doc. We're going to be checking out the tier list and give you guys a better idea on the low rarity characters per se. I'm going to try to zoom in a little bit and look at the notes individually. So we're going to go from role to role. Now let's look at the guard characters first. Alright, so you can see we have Croc, we have Yani right here, which is pretty interesting. The thing with Yani is she will be able to provide lots of things. So let's have a look at the detail about why Yani is so good. Alright, so if you guys haven't started building Yani already, my advice is slowly start building him. Yes, I know it's a he. What makes Yani really good is probably in the auto skill, because at the beginning of battle, Yani will have the ability to pull the furthest enemy and pull it up straight to you and applies focus fire at the same time. That's just insane. That's just like 2-in-1 of your commander abilities. This is going to last for 3.8 seconds, and unfortunately, this can only be activated once per battle, but this is going to be able to pull those annoying healers at the back. I think it's a very good skill. So Yani is definitely one of the more underrated guards that you guys should look out for. Definitely, alongside with Croc, I would say if you have the resources, start building Yani. Apparently, great physical defense scaling as well, and Yani can become the tankiest guard when the passive is fully stacked. So let's have a look at the passive. So the passive boosts physical defense by 10% of hash rate, so pretty cool. When healed, boosts physical defense by 5% for 5 seconds up to 6 stacks. So this is a lot of physical defense. If you build Yani up right, she is going to be, I keep saying she, but it's a he is going to be a monster for sure. Maybe will out-tank Croc, depending, right? But one thing that also you guys have to take into consideration is this tier list seems to be based upon max potential of everything. Alright, max stars, as you can see, fully maxed out, level 60, 5-star, full rarity, fully decked out algorithms. So that's something that you have to keep in mind. With that being said, definitely look out for Yani. I'm sure all of you guys have at least one copy of Yani. Start slowly building him, because the idea in this game is, especially this thing right here, the fragment search, you want to start like, you know, farming for those that you can. Obviously you can only do 10 times per day, right? So that's also something that, which is why you want to start working on some of these characters. Hopefully give you guys an idea. Now next, let's talk about snipers. This is going to be really interesting. Snipers, I'm sure a lot of you guys are using Hubble, but let's have a look at the other ones as well. Alright, apparently Simo is one of the low rarity that's very recommended to build. Now again, Simo is a 1-star character. It's gonna take a while before you get this character rolling. Especially you gotta start doing the neural expansion up to 3 times to be able to activate their ultimate skill, right? So that's also something that you have to keep in mind. Look at this, Simo. 6 arrows, each arrow deal physical damage equal to 40% of attack, can deal critical damage. Simo's ultimate skill grants all ally units stealth for 3 seconds, heals them. Alright, it's a sniper that heals, surprisingly, right? So it's not often you see something like this. This can perhaps turn the tide in your favor. Alright, this stealth for 3 seconds, let you heal a little bit. I can see how this can protect some of your characters. Enemy can't hit you, I believe, in stealth, and you can you will be able to still hit them, which is something that's always beneficial. Now next up is Max. So this is also a character that I've been told very good things about. Apparently she is very hash rate centric. Keep in mind, AoE damage sniper, right? But one thing is she has a little bit of con, which is she's quite hard to use, difficult because of the positioning requirement and stuff, but insane damage ceiling, which is why some players prefer to use Max. I wouldn't recommend building her actually because of her difficulty to use, but one character that personally I am slowly working on is Lamb. Now Lamb is a 2-star. Some of you guys might have, some of you guys might not have, depending. But as you can see, I have already started progressing on my Lamb. I am already level 40. I think damage is not bad. Alright, so I'm seeing if I can try to activate this particular ultimate skill. Her attack speed is fixed. What makes her strong, I believe, is a passive, where any excess attack speed is converted into 5% of crit rate. So she can almost crit all the time, and all her damage is based upon crit damage, which makes her very favorable in that particular sense. You can see right here, needs a set of 30 attack speed algorithms to cap out her passive. Then she becomes instantly OP. So apparently her skills targets the highest HP enemy, which is this particular auto skill, right? Where she deals physical damage equal to 140% attack to the enemy with the greatest HP percentage. I do think so far, based on my experience using her, I think she's pretty solid so far if you don't have Hubble, but I'm pairing her with Hubble, running 2 snipers currently for my own team. Now with that being said, let's go into the warrior section. Now you can see this is going to be slightly more limited. We have a V, we have Aki, and we have 2 more characters right here. Alright, so let's talk about these 2 characters. So Chelsea, let's start off with her first. Apparently, if you're looking for a warrior, she's an attack-based AoE. Apparently very worth raising. I haven't started working on her yet. I'm sure a lot of you guys will have her as well. She starts at 1 star, which is again very unfortunate. As you can see, she's physical damage based as well. Her particular auto skill will be able to knock back enemies, and if the enemies cannot be knocked back, she will inflict stun, which is insane. Alright, 3-second stun is nothing to look away at, and her ultimate skill will be able to inflict 1 stack of frozen, so you can basically combo this with snipers. Sometimes you get the ability that can every 3 attack or every 4 attack you will be able to freeze or deal 1 stack of frozen to the enemy, so that's a pretty good pair. Now let's move on to the next warrior, Betty. Let's see, I should have her somewhere here. So Betty is this girl right here. Oh, I'm already working on her partially. So apparently she's going to be a very strong warrior. So she is a single target damage. Alright, and apparently Betty out damages Aki when max out. Alright, it's gonna take a while. Alright, but when max out, Betty is gonna be way stronger than Aki, which I'm quite surprised, in addition to having lifesteal. So that's something that apparently, you know, Aki is strong and all, and maybe require less investment, and Aki might be able to work right now. But if you're willing to invest in her, Betty is going to be one of the better warrior. Now her abilities are quite different. You can see her normal passive deals normal attacks, additional physical damage equal to 32.5 to 50% attack that can crit. Alright, so abilities to crit, always a good bonus, and the auto. So Betty gains 5 seconds of super armor and boosts her attack speed by 50 points. Alright, this is always going to be good, increasing attack speed, and the lifesteal effect is enhanced by 20%. So during this skill, every 1% of HP lost boosts the lifesteal effect by 0.3%. So the ability to be able to heal yourself up being a warrior, that means you don't have to rely on your healers as much, or medics, right, in this case. So I think there's always a tangible benefit. Ultimate skill, claws in the selected direction. This one is not that impressive. Keep in mind, I guess it's not that bad if you're just putting her in your team for perhaps just the auto skill and the passive skill. You don't have to worry about just one character not having a good ultimate, because most likely you have other 4 characters that you can activate your ultimate at. Now let's move on to my next, this is probably my favorite class of all, the specialist. So specialist is going to be a little bit more complicated, right? But apparently there's one very strong one, and she is going to be Angela, which is a 2-star. So let's talk about Angela. And why is she, according to this note, she is regarded to be the most overpowered unit in Neural Cloud by a wide margin. She controls the most important resource in the game. Her ultimate is not bad either if you are in a stage where it is useful. So unfortunately, she's gonna need high skill level and rarity, of course, with a lot of you know, with a lot of characters right here mentioned, which you can't really see yet. Chapter 5 will give Angela fragments, so that's also something that you can keep in mind. So let's look at Angela. So she has an ability to apparently reduce enemy skill haste by 15%. Alright, accelerate the skill recharge of other ally units by 1.2 seconds and sets back the skill charge of enemy units by 1.2 seconds. Sounds pretty cool so far, right? So what makes her strong is mostly in the passive and auto. The ultimate is decent, not the best, but still, Angela is regarded as one of the most broken specialists in the game. So definitely, I would say start building for her. I sort of regret building my Willow, to be honest. Willow is, she's a bit weird right now. Now, besides Angela, who else should you start investing on, right? So we have Sakuya, which I do highly recommend. Her kit is based on bleed effects. So her description, you can see really long, having a chance to stack bleed. But as a specialist, I would say she's not bad. You guys can decide if you guys want to invest in Sakuya or you want to invest in Angela. Apparently Angela is going to be the stronger one by far. So now let's move on to Medic. Alright, so Medic is going to be much more straightforward. You can see the list here consists of, you know, 3 stars, and then we have Persicara, which I believe everybody has. So definitely, if you guys haven't already, please build Persicara. There's no reason not to build her, especially when, like, she's my highest level, right? Especially when they are giving you out, right here in the tutorial, you are getting a bunch of her shards for free. So you're gonna be able to get her up to 5 star easily. So there's no reason to not build her. Plus, she's also strong. If she's weak, I get it. She's actually a really solid healer if you don't have anyone else. But Nanaka, Florence, and Jin, this one is going to depend on specifically what you're trying to go for. Florence is much more single target healer. Nanaka is AoE heal over time, so they can be a good pair for sure. Jin is a little bit weird. So you can see Jin relies on high attack speed because of this particular skill where normal attacks will actually heal the ally unit with the lowest HP percentage. This is also something that's kind of cool. So Jin relies on having attack speed so that he can basically hit the enemy more times with his normal attack. So something that you know, you can consider, I guess, if you guys have him. I did got him lucky shot. But these are the characters that I have currently. I'm working on in terms of the low rarity. Sakuya, Lamb, apparently Soul falls off later. So I'm thinking if I want to continue investing in Soul or not. I still need a warrior for the time being. Maybe I'll still work and just go all in and then worry about building someone else later on. It is a pretty chill game. Like, I'm not like doing like competitive. I'm not trying to be the top player or anything. I'm just taking my own time with the game, right? Even though I haven't reached chapter 5 yet, I'm still chapter 4. You can see 9%. So yeah, I've been enjoying the game for sure. Hopefully this can help you guys a little bit as well. Yeah, big shout out to Celeste for this particular tier list. I'll have this particular dog link in the description below if you guys want to check it out. And also big shout out to BlueStacks for sponsoring this video. Alright, so that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you guys haven't already subscribed, give this video a like. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a nice day. Goodbye.